Alright, what's up? Stray Diggity Dog coming at you with my co host Axel here, as usual, napping. Today's just gonna be like a channel update video basically because I have so much going on, I don't even know how to structure it. I even came as close as I'm probably gonna get to writing a script, which is basically just a reference sheet as to what all I want to cover in this video that's happening right now. But the gist of it is going to be my used parts haul for the week. I'd say we've had a pretty good week so far, and it's not over yet. Let's start out with the Ram. All right, so Ram can still be found out there, and for one, there's people that don't know about the Ram crisis. They've been living under a rock. And for two, there's people that just don't care. They just want to get rid of, make a quick buck, move on. But I got one kit, which, by the way, still has the pill on it. It's basically brand spanking new, DDR4. It's a 16 gig kit, 3200 megahertz transfer speed with a cache latency of, I don't know, guys. I'm getting old. I can't see without my cheaters. But so got that for 40 bucks. The guy wanted 50. Talked him down to 40. Honestly, I probably would have paid the 50 right now. That's how ugly it's gotten out there. But always, 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 when you run across these deals, like, ask them what else they have, because this led to a whole ass PC. Like, the guy had another listing I didn't even know about, and right before I leave, I always say, hey, if you have anything else or come across anything else, I flip PC, so hit me up. Save my number if you want to, and let me know if you come across anything else you think is a good deal. And he then told me he had a whole PC and 2 monitors and something else, and he was about to leave the country. That's when the light bulb popped over my head. I'm like, this guy needs to offload this stuff quick. He's leaving the country. I then, went and looked at his other listing. He told me about the PC, which honestly I probably would have passed the listing up because, as y'all all know, everybody is terrible at taking pictures, writing descriptions. It's like they don't want to sell the stuff. Sometimes it's just what it would do just to take a better picture, or take 5 minutes to wipe something down. At least wipe the dust off before you take the picture. They don't even do that. So had I not spoke to the guy in person about the listing, I probably would have passed it up had I just found it organically scrolling. But we'll get back to that in a minute, and I'll actually show you the PC because, spoiler alert, I did actually pick it up. So next one is a 8 gig stick of RAM, which you guys are about to see me test live because I did not bring the RAM tester. It's funny, ever since I got this RAM tester, every time I run across a deal, I never have it on me. And I always think, oh well, I'll just test it when I get home. But we'll go ahead and test this because I haven't tested this one. Now, the Corsair Vengeance kit was fine. I had 0 problems. Every LED lit up. But basically, it just has a bunch of LEDs and they light up. If they all light up, you're good to go. If one of them is dead, then you have a partially defective kit of RAM, possibly. But this was an 8 gig stick. It's 2666 transfer speed. He wanted 20 bucks for it. I really wasn't worried about testing it or anything. The guy, by the way, was not a social butterfly. He was kind of a dick. But I wasn't even trying to haggle. 20 bucks. I'll just charge that to the game if it doesn't work. And I also probably going to do a standalone video on it, but I've been getting these kits that are heat sinks you can put on RAM yourself if you have like a naked stick of RAM. And they go as far as to even like have RGB and really aesthetically pleasing stuff. And this is a good example right here. I have not yet tested this to show exactly what it means, but see how there's a spot in between both lines that's not lit up? That's some kind of, you know, this board came with no instructions whatsoever. It had a QR code on the side that led me to nothing. It didn't work. But I need to do some testing to figure out exactly what it means when that happens. Like I said, it's a $20 stick. I'm not that worried about it. It's for a budget rig, and it may even work and just not be as stable. Who knows? I need to do more research on that, do my due diligence. But anyway, that's where we're at with that. So, not bad. We got an 8 gig stick and then another 16 gig kit. And possibly a defective stick, but oh well. I don't even know why I'm putting this back in this sandwich baggie. This is how the guy delivered it to me. Oh, good thing it's already defective. So, got that. I need to speed this up. And we also got some new stuff in that I had ordered. And whenever I built the last commission build, my payment was actually his old PC, which is this guy right here. It's a pre-built HP Omen that I actually have worked on before. It's my little brother's PC. He bought in 2016. Came with a 1060 and 1 stick of RAM. I later upgraded it to 2 sticks of RAM, 2 8 gig sticks of RAM, so it'd be in dual channel, and put a 1660 Ti in it, EVGA, which it is still currently running, well, would be running. And this power cord came from the other PC. Of course, this thing was missing a power cord when I originally worked on it, and it was brought back to me with, again, no power cord. I don't know what it is with that household and power cords, but they are cursed. But anyway, that was like my payment for building his PC for him. And he also went with the Dark Flash PC case. It even says luxury PC case on the side. But this is a really nice kind of aquarium style PC case that he originally bought and then decided to go with the Antec Flux M. And it was too late to send this one back, so he just gave it to me as part of my payment. It's actually a really nice case. I think it goes for like $100 or so. So, pretty good payment. I was going to case swap the HP Omen, but honestly, guys, this case is too nice for that little pre-built. Because, I mean, it's got like a 7th gen i5 in it, a 1660, so I'll probably use a different case for it. But let's see, we got some new tools that are actually pretty freaking cool. My wife goes on estate sales with the owner of my work's boss. My boss's wife and my wife go on estate sales every week. And sometimes she brings me back cool stuff. This is actually NRA, National Rifle Association, screwdriver she got for $5. That is actually pretty neat. It's a ratcheting screwdriver. It's no LTT screwdriver, but it's pretty cool. It's got the bits inside here, kind of like the LTT one, except it pulls completely out. But cool screwdriver. As you guys know, I kind of have a problem with screwdrivers. And this guy I've been wanting for a while. This thing is awesome. It's actually a magnetic screw tray, but as you see, it's iFixit, so that automatically makes it awesome. And we got stickers. I got a touch of the TISM, so you know I love my stickers. But it comes with this marker, and if you guys haven't seen it, basically whatever screws you have, you can write like fan and then etch and sketch it later. Leave the screws here. This is magnetic, so they'll actually stick to it. So you'd be like fan screws, and then, you know, you can just erase that, but you can keep track of what everything goes to as you work on it. So that's awesome. Mainly because there's some projects that I work on that might be going on for weeks that I might be coming back to here and there. So I can remember where what goes to what, if it's something I've been working on and off for 4 weeks time or more. And I also got the last piece of the puzzle as far as being able to solder. This is a fume extractor. As you see, my color scheme has helping hands attached to it and a little LED light. It's pretty cheap. I don't know how great it is, but that was the last thing I needed to be able to solder. As far as I know, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm still like wanting to learn how to solder. But I got some practice boards, and it comes with like little capacitors or whatever you can use to practice. And let's see, I got that. And where else are we at? Also, I have this PC listed. It's the only thing I have listed right now, so we really got to get it in gear. That's why there's not much structure to this video today. I just want to be able to put something out to do like a channel update and get other stuff built and loaded up, because the big reveal today is this room, as you see, is an absolute wreck. Like, you can't really tell. Sorry, Axel. There's hardly enough room for Axel to nap. I'm gonna have to put him on a diet. He's getting kind of fat too. But a while back, I got a deal on these Razer AIOs, so naturally, I bought 6 of them. And let me turn this light on. And then, as far as PC cases go, I counted a while ago, just a rough, quick count. I probably have even more, but I counted 18 PC cases in here. In the corner of the room, I have a tower of towers. And also, one of my employees builds guns, like I do PCs on the side, and I had him build me a 308 AR-10, so that's awesome. Just got that done this week. But the parts rack is just overflowed to just madness, guys. I have so much stuff in here and so little room to work with. So I finally broke down and got a storage building rented. Probably wonder when you guys see these videos, but that's actually my daughter's bed. She only stays with me like 1 or 2 nights a month, so I've kind of intruded on her room because I'm here 7 days a week. She's here 1 or 2 days a month. So anyway, as you see, this room is completely just out of hand, and I'm gonna probably make a video on it. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm overwhelmed. As you can see, this is causing major analysis paralysis. So every week I finally get a day off to do stuff, and I don't even know where to begin. As you can tell, I actually have a whole nother test bed that I'm building out. So I've got to figure out, like, mainly what's going to go to the storage building is going to be the big stuff that I don't need here in my way. And it couldn't be more perfect. The storage building is literally like a mile away from the house. So I can run down there in, 5 minutes and be back with whatever I need. But I still love the idea of having my own little mini micro center. So when I want to do a build, I can just walk over to the parts rack, and all the small stuff, of course, is going to stay, like fans, SSDs, CPUs, things like that. But all the big stuff, like all these AIOs, I have multiples of, and the cases. And then the graveyard over here, I have monitors and just PCs that, we've gotten for free from companies shutting down or discarding their Windows 10 units that I still need to part out and Frankenstein or figure out what I'm going to do with them. Now that I'm going to be able to have all this room, my plan is I found this rack that actually is perfect for holding filament and 3D printer, and then I can actually hold 2 3D printers, but I'm going to do a laser engraver and a 3D printer, possibly. I don't know. But now let's go check out this PC. As you guys know, the rule of thumb, never bring a PC home and immediately just put it in your house, unless you want roaches or something. So they always stay outside overnight, and then the next morning I assess the situation, make sure there's no creepy crawlies, and most of the time they're dirty anyway, and I want to clean them before I bring them in the house. But so this is the pre-built that I got from the guy that had the kit of RAM. It's Deepcool, so illegal contraband. If you don't know, Deepcool at the beginning of the Ukraine war got caught selling PC components or something to Russian company, so they got banned from the U.S., which sucks, because they had a lot of really cool budget stuff. But so I paid $300 for this. I know what you're thinking, man. You got ripped off. This thing is nasty. Look at that gooch. I mean, there's literally like nest of pubes or something in the fan. And the guy was like, yeah, one of the fans I don't think works. And I'm like, yeah, I bet it doesn't. It probably does work. It's probably restricted by that wad of pubes in it. Honestly, the fans and the case, I'll probably either discard or sell for cheap on Facebook Marketplace. But hear me out. This thing has good bones, all right? I paid $300 for it. The guy wanted $450. My whole tactic was, man, you can sell it to me for $300, and honestly, I'm probably going to recase it and sell it for $450. What it's going to cost me for the case and all that, I'm going to be asking for the same amount you're asking for now. Except for one, realistically, I'm probably going to get it because it's going to look way better. Like, this is what I was talking about a while ago. Like, how are people trying to sell stuff and be firm on their price when it looks like this? Like, oh man, this thing is nasty. But it's got, this thing will clean up pretty good, hopefully. But I actually really like these little stock coolers, the Wraith Prism or whatever the hell they're called, where they actually light up. And they're somewhat low profile. It's got a 2060 Super. Believe me, the first thing I checked was it the elusive 12 gigabyte variant, which I've never ran into in the wild. Ugh, I just touched that. It's gross. It's 8 gigabyte variant, 2060 Super, 2700X, Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7 2700X, I'm sorry. Per usual, the pre-built company put this micro ATX motherboard inside this full ATX case. I hate it when they do that. I mean, look at all this space. But anyway, so you got the Ryzen 7 2700X, 2060 Super. It's got a spinning hard drive and a SATA SSD in the back. I have no idea about the status of either one of those. The specs, when you pulled them up, said 1 terabyte. I haven't even powered this thing on to make sure it works, but the battery supply, as he called it, or power supply, is not even mounted down, but it's 650 EVGA. Yeah, 650 EVGA. And, all right, obviously, you guys are probably still like $300. Hear me out. That kit of RAM, he obviously just replaced, I guess before Ramageddon, because he didn't seem to know about the RAM prices. That is a Corsair Vengeance 32 gigabyte brand new RGB kit of RAM. So that was the main bones that I say are good that make this whole deal worth it. Because I actually have a ton of 16 gigabyte DDR4 kits, but I don't have any 32 gig kits. So, and this thing, you could just tell by looking at it when I popped one out, and then, you know, the computer itself, that was very recently added. So, if nothing else, just that kit of RAM almost is worth it. Anyway, I don't want to go too much further, but I will say I did get one more tool in this week, and it was a data vac. And I should have done it a lot sooner. I love my little electric air duster, but you you always end up running out of juice right in the middle of a project. Even when you have full juice, the main problem, honestly, it didn't run out that much on me. It holds the charge pretty well, I think for 45 minutes or so. It just doesn't have the power that I would like. And the Datavax that you plug into the wall, man, this one that I got, it has got some torque. I mean, it will definitely help majorly in this. God, look at that. Ugh. Oh yeah, look at the bottom of this thing. It's one of the reasons it definitely didn't come inside. Look at that gooch, bruh. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. But anyway, I don't even know where to start, but I went and bought a padlock already. We got to get to, I think I'm just gonna pull everything out, put it on a table, sort all the parts, figure out what I want to take to the storage room, and go from there. But just want to do a little channel update and show off my used parts haul for the week. But I will hopefully be more organized whenever I come out with the next video for you guys. That's all for now. Peace.